live.
Hello!
Hello!
Welcome to Living on a Dime to Grow Rich. I am Tara. This is...
Mike, aka
that's not what you said 3 seconds ago.
Oh! Sorry. What did I say? I said, hello, this is Inigo Montoya Murphy O'Sullivan. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Demonetized.
Demonetized. That's one of the ways that will get you demonetized.
Guys, I am the author of the Dining on a Dime cookbook along with my mom, Jill. The recipe we're making today is not in my cookbook. It's not going to even be in the second cookbook. It's going to be in the third cookbook.
What?
When it comes out.
Soda bread?
Yeah.
It's not in the book?
No.
Oh, well, we have, at least there's a link in the description.
Yes, but you can get the link in the description below. Please, if you like our videos, please give us a big thumbs up and please share our videos because that really helps us.
I am resharing the soda bread recipe in the comments also.
All right, so today...
Bridget says top of the morning to you.
So what's hilarious is they don't say that in Ireland.
They don't.
Except
for one lady in Killarney.
Yeah. Yeah, and she was running a tourist shop with nothing but tourist tchotchkes in there.
She thought it was hilarious that I knew they don't actually say that there.
Yes. All right, today we're making Irish soda bread, and then on Wednesday's show we're going to make corned beef and cabbage. And I have never made these two recipes on the show just because they're not in Dining on a Dime cookbook. But this easy Irish soda bread recipe is easy. And it's delicious. So that's why I'm showing it to you because it's almost St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
All right. I've got my flour. I'm adding a half a cup of sugar. I am adding, oh dear, whoops. Well, we'll just make do.
Dude,
Okay.
it's been like...
What?
We're already saying whoops.
It's been 5 seconds and we're already saying whoops.
What? That's a good day.
I made it to 5 seconds?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm missing my measuring spoons. So I got the 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Once again, this recipe is in the description below. Right there. And then baking soda right here. We have all the doors open because I have been baking all day long and our house is like an oven. Because the oven has been on. Baking soda. Salt, because the world needs more salt. People. Yes, it does. All right. Oops. Oh dear. Oh dear, my made for TV is done early. What do I do?
Pull it out.
Okay, so just mix all of your ingredients in here. Now, I don't use caraway seeds because I don't ever make this recipe. I'll be perfectly honest with you. So to get a whole thing of caraway seeds just for the show really wasn't worth it. But that's okay. All right. Then you can slightly beat these if you want. I don't. I just throw them in.
Thank you. RMDRS 1011, my 5-year-old just started watching this video, laughed, pointed at the guy with the tie and said, I like him. Thank you. I like you too.
Okay, then we have our milk here. Now, of course, I went to the store an hour before the show and got the ingredients for the show and forgot the buttermilk. So I keep vinegar in a little bottle. This is vinegar in this little bottle. You know, why do I even have, let's just take care of it. You know, this is what I call a minor life's irritation.
No, you keep it on so then you can seal it so then if it falls over, then it doesn't spill all your vinegar everywhere.
But I never use it.
Well,
it's an extra step I don't need to do.
Oh, well, okay.
So
well,
Dave,
that's
really, you
for.
feel really disturbed that I should use it?
Well, someday
okay.
You're going to cut it off and then you're going to regret it.
You don't use it, like I don't, just lop it off. For Dave's OCD-ness, I will leave it on.
It's not OCD.
Take your milk and add about a tablespoon of vinegar, and that will sour your milk right there, okay? So while that's souring, I'm going to put in my sour cream and yogurt because, of course, when I went to the store, I looked at the sour cream and thought, oh, I have enough sour cream at home. And when I opened the sour cream container, someone had been using the sour cream, which is fine. I did not tell them, so it's not their fault. I don't know who it was. Maybe it was me. So this is half sour cream and half yogurt. So this recipe is going to be fine, but I just think it's hilarious. Okay, so curdled my milk there. And then, oops, I forgot my raisins. And then you put in your raisins. You should have put it in with the flour, but I forgot.
How many raisins?
It's in the recipe in the description below. This is 2 cups right there. Okay? There we go. Now we're going to mix all this together.
I will reshare the recipe.
Now, I told Mike we should have had our new website developer, Victoria. Thank you, Victoria. Guys, give a thumbs up for Victoria, who got our new website online for us.
Woo!
Be sure to go check it out, livingonadime.com, but give us a big thumbs up if you're liking the new website.
It looks pretty nice, even if I do think
Mike has some tweaking to do on it, but here's where I started with Victoria. Victoria is a true 100% pure blood Irish woman.
Yay!
And we should have had her on the show making Irish
bread.
In fact, she's headed back
desserts.
for a little while soon.
Or, I mean, recipes. Yep, she's headed back in a couple of weeks to go see her dad. But what's hilarious is she said, we don't really celebrate St. Patrick's Day in Ireland.
She said it's mostly an American
She
thing.
said it's an American tradition, which I think is hilarious. You gotta love Americans. All right. So then you just get it all stirred together. Just like so. Now, you can knead this. Honestly, I don't need it. I just get it really well stirred together. You can knead it, but it's like a great big biscuit dough, okay? Let me wipe off my hands.
Kathy says that's what she loves about you. You adapt and overcome.
See, thank you, Kathy. Is that Kathy Bulmer? She
Yes.
loves me. She's never mean to me. She's always nice. She's always nice. She always says wonderful things. Thank you. Then when all the other people who are whining and complaining, oh, sorry, I had a moment there. I had a brief moment. I am over my moment now. Okay, so like I said, I don't really need this. If you feel so inclined, you can knead it like 10 or 12 times, but it's biscuit dough and it's like a great big drop biscuit. Okay? So then you throw it in the oven. Okay, I lined, this is just a pie plate. The other one I used is a circular cake pan, whatever you want. Line it with parchment paper, it's a little bit easier. Throw it in your oven, and you're gonna bake it for 70 to 80 minutes until a knife goes, well, that's not real good there, oh well. Until a knife inserted into the center, boop, comes out clean, just like that, okay? Then your soda bread just comes straight out like that.
Oh, yum.
And you should let it cool.
Is that what I'm smelling? Something I'm smelling. I think that's
Yes, this.
smells
You should have
amazing.
put chocolate chips in the other one.
That was fast recipe.
Also, yes, that is. That
So I'm
looks very
saying
good.
all our recipes are really quick.
That looks like the loaf of bread in the like English supermarkets just sitting out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
like, super, yeah. I guess
Like
Yep.
little
Tesco.
ones.
Okay, that's
Tesco. Yeah.
Little ones
too
Tesco.
big of a piece. Let's see, I got, what is with that knife?
Oh, what's the
Yum.
one?
That smells amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, well I've lost my big knife. I don't know where it went.
I
Denise says, looks like cookie dough, and I'm ready to dive in.
I mean, you could make chocolate chips. You could do half cranberries, half cranberries, half raisins. Okay, Dave, come get Dad's. Oh, and I will say, see how it's a little brown on the bottom? I forgot when I put this in the oven. See this brown, not brown, black, dark cake pan? Always cook 25 degrees lower when you use the dark non-stick cake pans and muffin and whatever, because it cooks hotter, and that's why the bottom got so brown. That was my fault. Okay.
Oh, Mike's really happy to try this one.
Hold on. Okay, it's pretty hot. Let me taste and see too. Oh. That's good. That's really good. Okay, guys.
That is really
So
good.
here you go. Irish soda bread. So, I knew this was going to be a really fast recipe. So, I was going to show you something also, which I should have had Mike get the link for. I wasn't thinking. My brain is not with us.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so first I'm going to show you our dinner for tonight. Now, I am testing, by the way, check out our Dining on a Dime cookbook, and livingonadime.com is where you can get it. You can save on your grocery bill. I had another lady email me saying how she saved $300 a month the first month
Wow.
off her grocery bill.
That is awesome.
$300. I'm thinking that's pretty good. So, I was going to show you real quick. So, I am making
Nancy, people asking again, what were we making today?
Irish soda bread. Ow.
She said Irish soda bread. And I will share the recipe again. She mixed it up already and put one in the oven. But she had another one that she already baked just to show now.
Yeah,
So that one will be out in a little while too. Well, I don't know how long does it take.
70 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe this
so,
one will be the one.
I was going to show you guys here tonight's dinner. Just a second. I need more water. So right now we have 3 cookbooks getting ready to come out. We have, well, by the time they come, we're going to have to reprint Dining on a Dime. That's not the 3rd cookbook coming out. That's just a reprint, I should say. And then we're going to have the sequel, Dining on a Dime Volume 2 is what we decided to name it. And then we have gluten-free, dairy-free Dining on a Dime coming, which, oh, I know why I had that milk out. Okay.
You want
Wait.
it back?
Where'd it go? Oh, never mind. Okay, no, I found it. No, that's fine.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm losing my
Get it
mind.
out of here.
I've been testing recipes since 9 o'clock this morning, and I'm tired. Because our Dining on a Dime cookbook is coming out in a gluten-free, dairy-free edition for all of you guys. So I've been retesting and testing recipes, and we are super excited because we're like getting this close. I don't know. We think maybe April 1st we'll have it to the printer.
Dun-dun. Now that Mike is mostly done with that other thing, Mike can turn both barrels toward it, hopefully.
Well, we had to get a new website on because our old one was not compatible with mobile, or as our web designer likes to say, mobile devices. And we love Victoria. So
She's awesome.
we
And James too.
yes, her husband James, actually her husband James helped with the price book, which if you guys wanted our price book, oops, I don't know where it went, but we got the price books relisted and they are back in stock. I've only got like 15 left, and then I am in the process of getting those reprinted also. But anyway,
For those that don't know what it is, what is the price book?
so the price book is, Dave, can you run and go get me a price book over there? The price book is my assistant Heidi and I went through and put in all of our prices for the best deal. Now, my assistant even went across the country: New York City, LA, Juneau, Alaska, Honolulu, Hawaii. You can get these prices or close to them, you know, all over the country. But what we did was we went through and we listed all of our prices. This is our stock up price. I'm in Colorado, one of the more expensive places for groceries. She's in Minnesota, one of the cheapest places. So this was a good average for what it is. Then you go in and fill in your price on 3 stores. Then when the price goes lower at a store, you erase it and put in the new price, and then you can start seeing how often things go on sale. Just put the price and the date, like 3/23 or whatever, on each section, and then you'll see, okay, roasts go on sale every 3 months. I'm almost out of roasts. I know that I can wait another 2 weeks and they'll be on sale. This thing is selling like hotcakes. You guys love this thing. I had several people email me wanting it because with the new website turnover, Mike wasn't able to get everything listed right away, and that's fine. We got it now though, and we're doing good. So this recipe though today is gluten-free, dairy-free dumplings. I don't know if it's gonna work. We're gonna see. Okay, so you guys can watch live
Gluten-free dumplings?
me recipe testing, and gluten-free, dairy-free cupcake filling. I'm gonna make Hostess cupcakes here also for you. Okay, so I got my water boiling. All right, here we go. The moment of truth. Are we sure we're ready for this? I'm a little nervous. 1 dumpling.
Wait, I thought you were making Irish stew.
2 dumplings. Nope.
Oh, okay.
3
Because
dumplings.
it wasn't.
4 dumplings. 5 dumplings. 6 dumplings. Oops, I think I made the dumplings too big. And we'll do 7. Okay, we'll pretend there's 8 dumplings in there. Whoops. Okay, so then we gotta put the lid on it. Ugh. Oops, hold on just a second. So I gotta look at the recipe that I'm testing out to see. Ow, that was my toe. Okay, I think it just broke my toe.
Oh no.
Okay, I will not pass out because I'm live, and if I pass out, then I'll be on YouTube
Well, it'll go viral.
as a meme for the rest of my life.
Well,
Okay, cover. Holy cow. Okay, cover. There we go. Okay. My toe hurts. All right. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna cook those for 15 minutes and hope they turn out. Okay. So let me show you Hostess cupcakes. So in case you guys are wondering, we have boards.
We built a little doggy fence of boards. They're like.
We have boards going. My kitchen is like 4 feet wide as it is, maybe 6 feet. But we have boards on each end of the count of the bar to keep the dog out because we keep tripping over the dog in the kitchen. And I just whacked my toe on one of the boards. Okay.
The boards are supposed to keep Buster from tripping Tara, so that she doesn't face plant into the stove or
So
the
instead,
cabinet.
I trip over the boards and faceplant. Okay, so
you heard this.
here's
What's that?
Nervous laughter.
Nervous laughter.
Here's my gluten-free, dairy-free cupcakes.
Oh, let me go. Let me bring
This is a recipe adaptation from Dining on a Dime.
Yay.
Oops.
You need a toe transplant? The doctor told me today they now do thumb joint replacements.
What?
What?
You're gonna have a whole list of things pretty soon, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay, now this cupcake filling is in Dining on a Dime right there. Cupcake filling. It is the one that you bake on, or that you cook on the stove, that I have adapted for gluten-free, dairy-free. And we're going to give this a try. Okay, so before I fill all of these, let's just do this. Let's do a test. Who wants to be my taste tester?
Well, I'm not going to let it go by without being personally tested.
So,
Here comes Jack making all kinds
oh, taste tester, and somebody shows up, huh? Okay, so this frosting, this is all gluten-free, dairy-free, okay?
What?
But taste it.
Man, this is gonna take. I feel
Let's-
like this would taste really bad normally.
Let's, oh dear, oops, I just dumped it all over the counter. Okay.
Hmm? Well,
Here, we'll just plop it on there.
of... Georgia says Buster would have been softer to run into. Although I said
it's
that
not
he's
great, but
mobile and moves where your
It's
foot
not
is.
great? Oh dear, what happened? It has to be absolutely perfect. Okay, let me see.
not sure. There's something about it,
Mm-hmm.
but they're pretty good.
What do you mean they're not great? That's actually really good. What don't you like about it?
I'll take one.
I'm not sure.
Maybe it's the filling, because the salt didn't get dissolved in the filling.
Yeah, it could be that. I don't know.
Filling tastes great to me. It's like ding dong filling, only a lot better.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be. I don't know. That's pretty good. You don't like it?
It tastes more fresh than regular ding dong filling, but
I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Here, try this one, just to be sure.
is this the one he said he wasn't too sure about?
Okay, Ellie, do you want to test
Man,
this
oh
and see
man.
what you think? Jack said no,
Mike's all about the chocolate.
but Mom and Dad are pretty sure it's pretty good.
Marilyn says Jack is a tough critic.
Jack is a horrible critic.
He's very tough.
That's why I know if it passes for Jack, then
amazing.
it's
Then anyone will
then
eat
it's
it.
gonna be delicious. Okay.
The only
I
thing
haven't
is,
even
Jack
ordered
never,
something
but
from-
Jack better never get married.
Well, Jack's one of those people, he will never give anything 5 stars. You know what I mean? One of those people that says, well, I don't give anything 5 stars because perfection, you can't ever have perfection.
Well,
And he hasn't learned.
He's not mathematically
Okay, Ellie.
perfect,
He hasn't so far learned the tactful thing of not always stating the first thought that comes to your mind if it's not perfection.
well,
Uh,
That's why you're called 8 of 9.
Okay, so Ellie is so Ellie is trying it now. You think it's good?
Yeah,
I think it's a 5 out of 5. What do you think?
I think it's good.
I'd say 4.
Is it a 5 out of 5?
Anything filled. Actually, anything with this frosting is so good. But actually, that filling you put in the middle is really good too.
Okay, I don't know. I think we have 3 out of 4.
4 out of 5.
You say 4 out of 5 and we say 5 out of 5. Does that make it pass?
Amy just popped in to say hi while on the way on the bus on the way to work.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have to work during our show now. Well, I guess you were before, weren't you?
But we're glad you can join us on the bus.
Hi, all the bus people in Australia. How are you?
And now Tara will entertain you with the wheels on the bus.
The wheels on the bus go round and round.
Okay, stop. Monetization warning.
Oh, that's got to be public domain.
I don't know.
I would not be surprised.
Do you think it was before 1928?
Oh, surely the wheels on the bus is public. You got to be kidding me.
I'm thinking it was like 1950.
I'm just
Amy?
breathing.
Or Jack, Amy says, like my granddad used to say, Jack, I'm going to need another one just to make sure.
See, that's what I'm thinking.
For something not great, he's still eating it. That's hilarious. Yes.
Well, that's kind of what I was wondering, but I'm only the mother.
Hope floats. Jack is not a tough critic. He's just honest. Yeah.
Well, he is. He's just like his mother, unfortunately. Poor guy. But it's good because then if something doesn't taste right. So today we made a
Pretty good.
Ellie's mug cake in dining. She has a 1 serving Dining on a Dime cookbook. She has a 1 serving mug cake in there. That turned out delicious. Jack said
Someone's making barbecue.
only 4 reallys out of 5 for really, really good. I think it was 5. His friend Connor said it was 5. So I think Jack is just not a 5-star person.
Hey, I'm a 5-star person.
No, you're not.
That's, oops. That's
You are
what
a
I
5-star person. We're just waiting for the day when you rate something 5 stars.
Oh.
Oh, you guys are 5 stars.
Oh, did you hear that, Mom?
think. What'd he say?
He said, well, you guys are 5 stars.
Oh, thanks, Jack.
Wow, we better get him on recording saying that before he becomes a
Can you
teenager.
can you come say that again? So in 5 years when you don't want hugs anymore, I can remember that I was a 5-star mom at one point. Am I a 5-star mom, Dave?
Ellie?
See? Dave.
Hey, Ellie. Danielle says, hi, Ellie. Got your soap today. Awesome. Fast shipping. Thank you. We love it.
Yay!
Woo!
Woo!
Okay, Ellie,
So
come
much here.
come tell in the mic where they can get your soap and goat milk cream.
GoatMilkGifts.com.
Well, you might say it a little bit louder.
Oh. GoatMilkGifts.com.
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 Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I'll show you another way to do this filling.
Jamie says 1939.
Are you kidding me? Seriously?
Well, did they... I
Dave,
guess
can you
buses
tell
weren't
me a
very
plate?
common before
A big plate?
1928 or whatever year it is.
big
That
plate?
is the public domain year.
The big plate?
The bottom, yeah, the big one.
So, Darlene, the new website is stillivingonadime.com. It's just we have a different design for it. So.
Yeah, we had to get a new design because we've been doing this for 20 years and our website was outdated. And it was not, how do you say, not conducive, but not mobile friendly
Well,
for all our Irish friends out there.
we had someone redesign it that made it mobile friendly years ago, but her design wasn't very good. This is the other person years
yeah,
ago.
not Victoria.
And so we have
Okay.
a company we work with that puts ads on our site that had to kind of put a temporary mobile site on there that we kept on there temporarily for 8 years. And they're like, that was only supposed to be temporary. Like, oh man, okay.
So we finally had to bite the bullet, pull the wool over its eyes. No, what's the... I don't know what to
You had
say.
to pull the wool over its eyes.
We finally had to. What's the other saying?
Take the plunge.
Take the plunge.
You had to pull the. Well, I guess you don't want to say
Pull
that.
the rug out.
No, I was gonna say something else, but it might be.
Oh.
It might be not considered kosher on
Oh.
YouTube.
So anyway, yeah. All right. So I forgot to line my pan for my cake because I'm just that way. But back to what I was saying like 10 minutes ago. Today's gluten-free, dairy-free recipe testing. Ellie's mug cake for 1 serving mug cake turned out 5 out of 5. Dairy-free caramels turned 5 out of 5. What did you think about the caramels, Ellie?
Very good.
They were delicious. She said very good. And then I don't feel like opening another thing of frosting. That's why I'm just really going thin here. And then the 1 cracker recipe that I tried was a huge bomb. What else? I'm trying the dumplings now. I think the gluten-free, dairy-free Hostess cupcakes right here, I think they're 5 out of 5. I'm not just saying that. Pull the plug. Oh, please. If I am ever on life support, do not leave me on. Just let me go.
Uh-oh.
Just let me go. Okay.
Wait, what?
So I have 3 more minutes on my dumplings.
So the orders are let me go and dig a hole in the garden and roll me in.
Yes, that's the. Ow.
Okay, I'll remember.
Wait, but what's
Should
the
we
context?
Should we fix your toe so there can be a toe
Well,
feeling?
that's what I'm wondering.
Sorry.
Okay, so anyway, so that was what we got tested today. We are hoping April 1st to be getting these books to the printer because I'm pretty sure with our Mother's Day sale, we are going to sell out of
The new book?
Dining on a Dime Cookbook hardcover because I think we have just enough to cover our Mother's Day sale. We may be able to get into maybe 2 or 3 weeks after Mother's Day, but everybody is loving the hardcover. Let me show you pictures right here. Aren't those beautiful? And so what's happening is, isn't that beautiful? For all you who don't think I ever have vegetables, there's the vegetables page.
And both vegetable recipes are in that chapter. Just kidding. There's at least 5 vegetable recipes.
Maybe. Yes.
We are selling these crazy things like hotcakes. As a matter of fact, I have been leaving all the recipe testing with the mailman to bribe him to take our books. Because, yeah, so, but apparently this one is going to be going to my friend Jamie, the soda bread. Yay, so, I just got off the phone with BJ, says my mom. He just bought something Dave and Jack will love. Mom and Dad are going to kill him.
We're going to have a heart attack.
Oh, are going to have a heart attack. What did he had better not be a cat.
No.
It's not a cat. It was from a computer store.
Wait, what?
Oh.
From a computer
A
store.
computer parts store,
Wait, what are we talking
to
about?
be precise.
BJ bought a computer parts store something product and you guys are going to love it, he says.
Wow,
There's
cool.
Vegan.
There was one that opened today in Denver.
Dave, can you hand me a bowl? Huh.
Is he on his way?
No, he's really sick
He
right now.
says, was it a puppy or a motorcycle? Jill, tell us.
You could have a new graphics card.
I'm afraid.
I thought it was the...
Oh, I got frosting all over me. All right, questions, dear. Wait a minute. This is more important.
Oh, no. What's going on?
Okay, so I think it was Shannon. If that was not your name, I am so sorry. I think it was Shannon sent me a house.
Oh, no.
I
on
forgot
your
to look
desk?
at my computer to make sure to put on my
to
desk.
put on your desk.
Mike is going to show you this house. So I described my perfect house. I told you guys that I wanted a barn where the first half could be the house and the second half could be our business, and it's all in one floor and I don't have to go up and down the stairs and all that. But when the semis deliver our books, the guys won't hate our guts. Because right now, what you guys, well, a lot of you don't know, but what you guys don't know is our driveway goes uphill like this. It is a pain in the booty
So push the forklift
to
back.
push the pallet jack
I mean,
up
pallet jack,
the driveway. And it takes Mike and Dave and 2 drivers to get it up the driveway. And so,
At least.
And so, you guys got to see what she sent me. Okay. You ready? Okay, right here. Show them that.
I'm making sure there's nothing critically... Okay.
Okay, here we go. Are you guys ready? Drum roll.
Dun!
Wait. Cover the address.
We're not buying it.
Oh, we're not? Oh.
But it's a sample of Mom's perfect house.
Is that not the coolest house you ever saw in your entire life?
It does look kind of cool. Let me see if I can zoom in a bit.
Oops, sorry.
I don't.
I need to hold it still. I can move the camera closer.
Yeah, that's good.
Truck in, camera one.
That's good.
Isn't that cool? And it comes with 10 acres.
Even I have to admit.
This in Colorado, 10 acres, would be a $900,000 million house.
Oh, at least $1 million.
At
probably.
least $1 million.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm thinking. Mike said, no way. I'm not moving back to Kansas. I like hiking in the mountains. But here's what I was thinking. Okay, I was thinking.
We'll compromise and move to Ireland.
No.
You just don't want to. If you think driving in Ireland isn't worse than driving in Colorado,
That's true.
at least in
That's saying a
Ireland,
lot.
people don't
That's saying
Like-
a lot.
talk on their phones while they're driving.
That's
or
true.
Run stoplights.
So here's the thing. For the $500,000 we would save having to buy $1 million place here, we could come back to Colorado for 4 weeks for the next 20 years. And we could come every month for a vacation and you could hike. And you'd be
Yes.
right there.
But we do hike like every other week though.
We hike about every 3 weeks, but
Every
yes.
other week. That's what we do.
So,
Wow, so you'd be cool with us driving back here and for a month?
So if you're fine every
For
other
a month
week
every
for us to
summer
go-
or every other week, and then 3 weeks in Europe? See how I stuck that in there, Paul?
Oh, you're
500,000 instead of $1 million?
Yeah. Well, and if you're having a heart attack about that price, our house,
We are completely debt free.
and it would sell for about
400.
4, yeah. Which we didn't pay that for it, but Colorado just is it's going up like crazy because so many people are moving here.
Yeah, we doubled our money on our house, so this was a great investment, especially after all the losses we've had on houses. But 500,000.
It was a good choice of a location to buy
Okay,
a
see
house.
now look, see what everybody's saying about it. See, I bet they're saying, Mike, you should buy it. I'll bet you anything. Say that.
Cute barn house, nice house, neat looking house, cute house.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think we have a fail.
What, the
Hmm.
the dumplings didn't pass? Were those
No.
the gluten-free test dumplings?
Yeah. Oh, these are awful.
Okay, I have to see what awful tastes like.
Oh no. Here,
I'm just kidding.
Well, the soup needs more salt, but the dumplings are horrible.
They're gummier than regular
How
dumplings.
does this recipe have 5 stars? It's like a major.
Man, the soup is really good though.
It's a major
What soup is that?
company, turkey soup.
Yum.
Yeah. Okay, how would it feel?
Okay, so everybody's saying Jill spill the beans. They're like,
No, you're supposed to be saying, Mike, buy that house.
mm,
I love Topeka. Topeka is very nice and hilly, and it's got trees.
healing.
Hilly.
Oh, sorry, hilly. Sorry.
But it's Kansas.
And
There's
it's
humidity.
got trees.
Julie,
It
love,
comes-
love the house. We're farmers. We love a
Thank
barn
you.
look.
Thank you.
I like the barn look. It's just if it was a little bit closer to the mountains, like 50 miles away or...
The thing is 6,000 square feet. So the front 2,500, front 2,500, we could have as our house.
Oh, now you got them ganging up on me. Get
And then
going,
the
girl.
back half, the semis, look, go back. Go back. You got to go back. Okay. Show them that picture right there. Our semi truck drivers would love us. Look
because
at that.
they could back right up to it and have us use our own pallet jack to get the books off the truck.
Is that not perfect?
What they say about the internet.
Hold on. Not a little detail.
A little detail. You guys want to watch our show? We have to have internet.
Hold on just a minute.
Are you?
Show them the kitchen. I think I got coronavirus.
That's the kitchen.
And it's all open concept. I love open concept. It looks like it's bright. I'm telling you, I almost drove back there this weekend, but the only caveat is the only internet is a hotspot for satellite. So
we might have no live show.
well, the thing is, they said that they thought they could string from I-70. There's a hookup on I-70 somewhere, and they thought that we could string a line. But to save $500,000, see how I worked that in there? I'm saving $500,000, as if I would ever spend $1 million on a house. So anyway, yeah.
All right, John.
See?
Don't betray me, man.
See, John? So here's my plan. We buy that house instead. Once a month, we drive out to Colorado. Between May and September or October. And we stay for a week and then we go
Where
back.
do we stay in Colorado?
In Estes. We can afford a hotel.
Okay. You know, in the summer it's like $300 a night.
We could afford that. We're saving $500,000.
So Stacy and Janice have been paying attention over the last few years. Stacy asks, "Is it humid there?" And Janice says, "The climate not good for you." It's funny because yesterday she said, "Well, there is another one in Tennessee," and I was like, "Do you remember when you went to Tennessee and the moment you opened the door, you said, 'Okay, no'?"
I'm not kidding. Ellie and I drove into
No offense
Tennessee.
to Tennessee, but
Ellie and I drove into Tennessee, and I'm not exaggerating. We drove into Tennessee, had to stop at McDonald's to get something to eat. Got out of the car, walked into McDonald's. So we're talking what? A half a minute, maybe a minute. Got into McDonald's and Ellie and I were like, there's no way we can live here. Yes, it is more hot and humid.
the heat and
But we
humidity.
could afford to put in a pool.
The heat and humidity makes Tara really sick all the time.
We could spend $10,000 on a pool.
So, yeah, so the thing on Tennessee was it was the humidity and the heat, not the actual place. So,
I don't know. I still think it's a good idea.
yeah, Lisa says internet situation doesn't sound promising. We had a few people that we know who moved to places, who had YouTube channels and moved to places where the internet was
Not to name names, but big family homestead in Atacoshan.
and
We were like, ah!
they still do shows, but I
it's
just
a
think
mess for 'em.
it was really difficult for them, and
Yeah.
and I keep thinking, you know,
I feel their pain every time they have issues because we know what it's, yeah.
Joanne, buy it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Actually, what would we do with how many acres? 30?
10!
Oh, is that the one that had the optional?
Yeah, the
30 more
optional
acres?
30 next door. See, you could put your mother-in-law on the optional acres next door at the very far end of the lot, and you'd never have to worry about...
See, Bonnie's thinking more like me. Come back to Idaho, you can hike every day.
We actually had looked at houses in McCall. We did look at houses in McCall.
I loved McCall.
But-
It was a
We really don't want to get a loan, but my goodness, for $500,000, we would have to get a small loan.
Your mom says BJ said today for us to move because he would not mind coming to visit us every month the way he does now. He lives like half an hour away and we see him once a month. Usually because he's
He
had
needs something.
because Amazon shipped something of his to our house.
Nan needs to find out when he's planning on moving the rest of his junk out of my garage.
I knew it. BJ got 2070.
What's that?
Talking to Dad. He's a computer guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I won't complain about that. Wait, ours is 2080, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Questions,
But it's
comments.
so impressive.
Yeah. Oh, phew. Okay, that's good. Does Jill like it too?
I don't know.
Becky, didn't you move from Kansas due to heat and humidity?
Okay, you guys. Just stop.
Thanks, guys. I love Tara, but sometimes I think, I want to remind you that it wasn't good for you.
Yes, but I don't want to spend $1 million on a house here just to get a barn.
Maybe we should just get a barn.
I told you.
No, here.
I know, but something like that here is like $100 a square foot.
Yes, Michelle, Brad and Chris at Big Family Homestead.
Yeah.
I think they've got their situation figured out now, but I know it.
No, because like 2 weeks ago they had something major meltdown again.
The internet was really a struggle for them.
Yeah, I always feel bad for them, but that's one thing we have to be careful of because.
So Paul in Dublin says we have to be in the front of our house for internet connection. You get used to wandering around for signal. Could make filming entertaining, especially while you're cooking, Paul.
Oh yeah, let's cook in our front window.
Yeah, you'd be like 40 feet away from the hob. Let's see. Check the cost of that line. Actually, that's the thing about the cost is that because it is our business, we would spend a lot more than most people.
Even if we spent
get
$10,000 or
internet.
$20,000 to get internet, it would be worth it for us.
Because the thing is, we can't do anything that we do without
Yeah.
it. It's not like a regular job where it doesn't matter if you have internet at
See,
your house.
thank you everyone. Mike by the house. Okay, so here's what we do. We just come back to Colorado for the summer. How's that sound?
What we said is Dave and I were saying, I think it was Dave and I, we can have a little house here where we stay, and Tara can go back to a house in Kansas, and we can have a setup on our video where we go live from both ends. And then if for some reason the Kansas connection goes down, we can still do the rest of the show as a guy's show from Colorado. I don't dislike Kansas, actually. It was...
I like Kansas. It's just the heat and humidity is bad.
And really right now, like Dave and I are having a lot of dad-son bonding things, hanging out in the mountains. And like this year, we're planning to do a whole lot more hiking than we've ever done. And next year, he wants to hike a mountain that Mom isn't going to be too excited about.
You are not going up Long's Peak.
Yes, we are.
No.
He'll be
Yes.
18
No.
right then. He won't
Yes.
have to ask.
No.
Uh-huh.
Well, you better do it after you're 18, because I ain't paying
He
for your
wants to
medical
go-
bills if you fall into a canyon.
He
If I
wants
fall
to go on
into
his
a canyon,
18th
I'm going
birthday.
to die. So it's
Well, do you
You're
have
not gonna have to
$10,000
pay.
for a funeral?
just
But
don't
Glacier
have it.
Gorge is a nice resting place. Sorry.
Let me sit there in peace.
Yeah. Actually, what we thought about doing, there's a mountain that I tried to climb when I was 23, and it just kicked my backside. And this time, Dave and I have already hiked higher on other mountains than that, and it's much easier when I'm 50 than when I was 23.
Yeah,
And
Long's Peak ain't going to be easier.
that one's a pretty difficult mountain, and we definitely don't underestimate that one. But what we thought is there's a spot where you can go just before it gets to the really bad part, and that spot is really, really beautiful and almost 360 degrees around. So we thought maybe this year we would just go to that spot without planning to climb to the top, just so we could see all the beautiful stuff from there, and then we'd have some idea how hard it is to get that far again. Paul, my wife works from home, regularly runs outside to take a Skype call, and neighbors don't even notice anymore. Won't even pass her coffee out the window. That's great, Paul. What happens if it's raining in Dublin? I bet that would probably be hilarious, actually. You could run out there with the umbrella.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes? Oh. These are mostly just comments, but you can take a look through there and see.
Yay, Jean got to catch us live.
Yay.
She loves our cookbook.
Yes.
Everything so far her hubby loves.
Yay. And she says, by the way, love your honesty. Yay.
Elizabeth, are y'all ready for Y2K, Ebola, zombies, or whatever's supposed to be really scary this year? Yeah, we keep talking about that. I'm sorry.
I was at the doctor's office today.
I'm prepped all the time anyway. I always have everything anyway. But I do think the media is completely blowing this out of proportion. We heard the same thing with H1N1. We heard the same thing with SARS, swine flu. I posted a list. Here's what's interesting. I posted a list on our Living on a Dime Facebook page. Every year since 1999, there's been something
Almost
huge.
There's one or two.
But do you know what all those have in common? this huge, terrifying everything, where we're terrified of everything, started when the internet came around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elizabeth,
So,
regarding moving to Kansas, but how much would it cost to air condition the entire state?
that's true.
Yeah, I went to the doctor's office today for a thumb. And while I was there, this guy came in. He was like 28 years old, looked like a basketball player. He was all buff and everything. And he came in and he got really upset because they only wanted to give the masks to people who have respiratory symptoms.
Because they can't get masks because people are
Because everybody's
People are buying so
they
many of
said
them
people
that
were coming in and taking handfuls of their masks.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't want to hear that he couldn't have one, and he just started having a big fit about how he's going to get sick and die, and it's all their fault. And I was like, dude, you're 28. That if you get it, it's probably not going to hurt you. And I think that's the thing that people lose track of. Because I talked to the doctor.
Yeah.
He said, "How are you doing?" I said, "Well, not worrying myself too much about the coronavirus." And he said, "Yeah, a lot of people coming in really worried, and there's some things we don't know, and we're not really sure where all that's going, but really for people over 65 or people with
which is the same with the flu.
COPD or something like that,
It's the same thing as the flu.
we're really concerned for them." And I think that's the thing is, it is possibly dangerous. I just think that people, I think that having worked in television for 20 years, I can say for a fact that the media loves controversy and they love exaggerating things because then you click on their ads.
Yeah.
So
Margaret
yeah.
said Jack must have heard that only God is perfect and the rest of us are just second best. Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah. So yeah. So I mean, if you have like her grandmother's 91, that would be a problem. That would be really bad. We'd like grandma not to get it. And so that's just kind of
Okay, so Ellie's coming for a second cupcake. I think it passed. That's good. Here's the thing. We're all going to die of something. I ain't worried about dying. I know where I'm going when I go.
you just as soon go there faster.
I just
yourself.
as soon go there faster. But I understand that if you have, if you're old or have a respiratory problem, yeah, you need to be careful. Use common sense. But you just can't be scared of everything all the time. So.
Amy, okay, back on the train now. So, Athene, how much is satellite connection? So, satellite internet wouldn't work for what we're doing. We used to have satellite internet at one house when we were out in the country, but it's not fast enough for internet things, and they charge a fortune if you use very much of it.
But she said their AT&T hotspot works pretty well.
Well, there was a house here in Colorado that we looked at where like a little hotspot that talks to a phone tower was fast enough. But the thing is...
Yes, they have Aldi in Kansas. Who was that? Margaret? Yeah.
So those little hotspots work pretty well. It's just we would be unclear. It probably would be there forever.
I think we should go sit in front of the house and test it. Although, since it's a steel building, would the internet connection go through the steel for a hotspot?
Well, what we probably...
Maybe not.
I'll just say no. Actually, if we really... Okay, so I'm going to be honest here. We could probably put an antenna up on top to pull it in from an antenna. So I'm not working against the idea. I'm just working
That's
against
what Out
the
of
idea
Ocean's doing, isn't it, I think?
Is it? Because one of the houses we looked at was a little schoolhouse, and I was thinking the internet was really good on the wireless. It's like a phone, but it's a little hotspot. On the ground, it was really good, but there was a bell tower on the old schoolhouse, and I thought, wow, if we put an antenna up there, we'd probably get
Margaret
really
said
good
somebody
internet.
sent Brad something or another that helps them get great video signal now. Huh, I'll have to ask them. Isn't that Tornado Alley? Yeah, but I lived in Tornado Alley for, 30 years of my life. It's not that big of a deal. So, yeah. And this house has, even though it's all one level, it has a F5 tornado shelter in the house. Our old house that we moved from, that town got
Completely wiped out.
flattened. Completely wiped out by a tornado in 1990, and they built the laundry room was a concrete reinforced room for a tornado shelter. And we asked the guy when we went to go buy the house, the inspector, we said, okay, is this going to be safe? Because the heater and air conditioner sat on top of
That's right. That's like
the laundry room. Because we were like, is this safe if it's above ground? He said, yeah, he said, you don't need to worry about it. Your heating and air is going to be in the neighbor's yard and you're going to be just fine. Your neighbors need to worry about it. It was like, ooh.
Michelle, it wasn't Joplin, it was Andover, Kansas.
See, everybody's saying
So-
out of Goshen, or not out of Goshen, big family and going batty got something for internet.
Oh, I'm sure they figured out something because I know they're still on. And I'm glad because that would be awful for them to have to give that up.
See, I'm
Because it
telling
wasn't-
you.
Nancy in Windsor. Tara saw your post regarding daylight savings time. Just wondering, it seems you would rather the time didn't change.
Yes, I think daylight savings is from Satan. I will tell you right now, it is.
You know what's funny? I don't mind whether it's 1 hour forward or 1 hour back. I just would like it if they didn't change it.
Yeah.
Like either way is fine with me as long as it's regularly
stays
the
the
same.
same.
As long as it stays the same.
Yeah. See, Diane says Jack's not perfecting the art of lying. That's true. I would rather have him tell me the truth.
Yes. Oh, Paula says satellite internet is slow. So if you haven't had satellite internet, it is slow because they'll tell you, oh, hey, we get so many megs per second or whatever, but that's the actual speed once the signal is already moving. But whenever you have to connect to a website, it sends like 50 requests up and down the satellite, and that's where it takes like 5 or 7 minutes to load a website. Well, it's probably a little less than that now, but still, it's not workable for things like streaming shows. So.
Yep. Shelly, I put my roast that I get on sale in the freezer. So, oh, yes, my doctor's appointment was fine, guys. I just went in to get my my spine realigned. I have to go in every month and get realigned. Come to find out, I'm shorter on one leg than the other, and that's probably most of my problem. So I've been wearing a shoe insert in one foot and not the other, and that's actually helping with my hip pain. But I also went in because for 3 weeks I had some kind of stomach something or another, and I just could not keep food down. Or in me, I should say. And so he's like, oh, well, there's nothing really we can do about him. Oh, brother. So I took activated charcoal for 4 days, and that did it.
I forgot I haven't shared a link for the book for a while. Okay.
Yes.
Oops, there was something I saw that I was...
Ooh, a steel building works like an antenna.
Where did you see that? Oh.
Right above there. Yes, Carol, they stole an hour of my life. I agree. And why?
She
what
says
I
if I
do
die
not
before the time
understand.
changes again, I won't get it back.
Here's what I don't understand. Everybody always says, oh, but we get an hour more of daylight. You do not get an hour more of daylight. It's just in the evening instead of in the morning. You're not getting any more daylight. It's still the same. It makes absolutely no sense when people say that.
The time just changed.
Ooh, Amy.
And who wants to be up at 9 o'clock at night with the sun still up? That's what I want to know. Well, apparently a whole bunch of people, but I think you people are out of your mind.
Oh, the problem though with it getting darker in the morning is in the summer, well, in the spring and summer, we have to get up to the national park like at 6 in the morning. We have to arrive there then to park for the hiking. And last fall when Dave and I were out, and it was so dark we couldn't start hiking yet. So we couldn't even see. We had a couple of tiny little lights, but we didn't really want to rely on them. So,
Well, and you're just turning the lights on in the morning instead of the evening.
yeah.
I mean,
You still use them.
I get some people wanna do parties or whatever, but I think it's nuts if you ask me.
So Susan said, didn't see the whole show. What is Tara eating?
Well, I'm eating turkey soup, but that's not what the show was. The show was the Irish soda bread.
And that is amazing Irish soda bread. Somebody said we should eat it with a lot of butter, and as soon as the show's over, we're gonna have to go get some.
Yeah. All right, any last questions?
I'm not sure. Let's see.
Okay, so how many agree that we should buy that house? That's what I want to know. Give me a thumbs up
Mother,
and let
we
me
are
see.
not doing it. You can do
All the
it by
kids are
yourself.
like, no.
Everyone, all the kids and Mike said no, so Tara says yes, so
So we got it.
so it's yes then.
You're wanting to move back to Kansas.
No, you moved from Kansas for a reason.
I know, but you're wanting to move back.
Yeah.
She wants to move because of the price.
Well,
And
I want to move
she's-
because of the price.
No, Mother.
And
my
she-
situation is completely different from
Yeah.
yours. You've moved on from life.
I've moved on from Kansas.
Like that was a stage of your life.
Buy it, buy it. Thumbs up.
See all those thumbs up? See, everybody thinks
Or
we
Hawaii.
should. Or Hawaii.
Hawaii would be better for Tara, probably weather-wise, but then we'd be back in the price place we are in Colorado.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Not much different.
Nancy, what a sweet son you have. What is it he said?
I have no idea.
Me?
I'm not sure if it was you or Jack, but Jack's not here, so. Nicole, I admire Tara. She's an amazing woman. She's real and genuine.
Oh, thanks. Sometimes a little too real. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. Okay. Doo-doo-doo.
All right. Is that the last on Facebook too, or YouTube, or wherever we were?
I think so. I need to. Oh, make sure we didn't miss anything there. Okay.
Oh, Kyra, happy birthday!
Yes.
Happy birthday, happy birthday!
Yes. Happy early birthday,
All
Kyle.
right, guys, please like, subscribe, and share. Please go check out our Dining on a Dime cookbook at livingonadime.com, the new mobile-friendly website that we have, thanks to our Irish designer, Victoria.
Yay.
Although she's an American citizen now, she has dual citizenship, so, yep. So anyway, please like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you on Wednesday. I'm cooking corned beef and cabbage because it's going on sale tomorrow. And that's what we're having for
So that's what
Wednesday.
you're making Wednesday. Oh, cool.
Actually, I have the next
I
four.
love cabbage.
I have the next 4 shows planned out.
Did you know I love cabbage?
No.
I ate beets
Wait,
the other day and she
Mom
was
having
shocked.
plans?
I actually have planned the next 4 shows.
That's
That's
totally
brilliant.
new.
Are you guys proud of me?
Never
Yep.
had that situation before.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Jackie, glad it's 11:30, not 12:30 now. And
All right, guys, have a good one.
bye.